It never snows. Scenario 5.6 from it. Hold until relieved is the name of the scenario. 5.6, and it is a crushing German victory. The paratroops started out in this hex here. So you had the oops, sorry, is that the hex? No, sorry, they started way out in this hex. Hilarious. I kept thinking it was that one. The Brit Paris started out in this one, and they were coming in on up from here from the other landing zones. And whoever holds this bridge won the game, or hold that north part of the bridge won. Well, I mean, the Brits were taken out of there in 2 turns, and then the Germans just pushed them back. Immediately in the first turn as well, the Brits lost their landing zone, so these guys were out of supply. Everyone was out of supply in the first couple turns, and then they did retake that, so that felt like a cool accomplishment considering how bad it was for the Brits. And then the Germans just kept bringing on more and more reinforcements. I did have some good back and forth. I started to see some resiliency of the paras up here when they're in supply, but when they were out of supply here, they were gone, because I just had all these German exploits here, exploitable troops. And then this guy was getting ready to come on. So that's a firepower of a battling offensive power of 10 and a defensive power of 6, and they're exploit capable. So crazy. I felt like it was a little kind of redundant. I almost felt like it was Stalingrad pocket, but then I kind of understood the ability to exploit and overrun. So basically, so these yellow units here for the Germans, so if this was a move turn, they could move and overrun. So these guys could overrun these guys, and if they were successful, and let's say they retreated back, then they could combat in the combat phase and battle somebody, and then in the exploitation phase, anyone with yellow can move and overrun. They can't combat, but they can move and overrun in the exploit phase. So these guys could, let's say in the movement phase, they moved here, overran them, they defeated some, they retreated. So then they moved here. In combat, they fight somebody and they could move someone back. And then they could overrun again and exploit and move up further. So they can essentially battle 3 times. You can barrage, so you can fire artillery, and you can also have airplane attacks. Only the Germans could attack because they're north of the Wall River, and so that was the only people that could use air. It was not really effective. The artillery was pretty effective at DGing. I finally kind of figured that out and worked that out. And I started remembering to take the shifts of being in the city. I thought, man, this is so easy to take people in the city with barrage. That might be one reason the Brits went faster, but I don't think so. So when you barrage, you just simply roll a die, and so when you barrage, you just have to roll a 4 or less to get a hit, and then there's a table to roll to kill, and it's usually a 4 to 6 or a 5 or a 6. Well, when you're rolling for this 4, you add 2 for the city. So like if I rolled it, I could only hit him on a 2. And I know I didn't do that for both sides, so it was even. Well, I don't know if that made sense. Anyway, it's a clear German victory. It was a little discouraging because I thought the paras would hold out a lot longer. I thought that was kind of the paramount, or the kind of the, paramount's not the right word, but I thought that was what they did, and they didn't. So, all right, well that's that, and we'll see some pictures. Basically, you'll see the end will be all the turn end pictures for each turn, except for turn 7. Nope, cancel that. It'll be the end pictures of each turn. All right, thanks, see ya.